today's episode of The Democrats Will Stand for Any and Everyone That Is Not American. They're mad that Kilmar Armando got sent back to El Salvador. They're like, bring him home, bring him home. He is home. He's right where he belongs. Like, oh, well, he wasn't in a gang. He was hiding from the gang. Do you know how gangs work? Yes, they can attack you spontaneously, but that would be, like I said, spontaneous. If you know that they are after you, you have some type of affiliation. Okay? Thank you. Donald Trump just doesn't want him here because he's a racist, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what about his president? He's not being released there either. Do you hear yourself? Our national intelligence, as well as El Salvadorian national intelligence, has deemed this man a national threat as a member of MS-13. And then they're like, we demand proof that he was in a gang before you send him away. Why do you want proof now? You want proof to send bad guy home? You don't want proof for people coming in. People don't need to prove that they're good before they come in. But you want proof before they go home. Make it make sense.
Governor Tim Walz's daughter and employee show just how far to the left they really are. New York Attorney General Letitia James answers the allegations against her, and Bill Gates' ex-wife talks about her ex-husband's deeply disturbing ties with Jeffrey Epstein. Guys, there is a lot to cover today, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it with Tim Walz's daughter. Just comment down below. Let me know if you think Bill Gates is guilty with regard to his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. But going back to Tim Walz's daughter, her name's Hope, and she's exactly what you could expect from a guy like Tim. We'll get to what she said in just a second, but I want to first talk about Tim Walz. We know that the governor isn't very popular. He doesn't really exhibit any signs of being an alpha male out in the wild whatsoever. Some folks even call him a big fat pansy. But there's also his scandal regarding him avoiding being deployed to Iraq. Did you guys know anything about that? Some folks have referred to this as stolen valor. Now, I just want to show you guys a clip of Walz speaking in a veterans program in Minnesota. And I know it's already obvious, but remember that Walz is the governor of Minnesota. But this is the response he gets. Watch.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Well, welcome to the Capitol. It's great that you're all, sir, you're welcome to come. Let me finish. Let me finish and vote.
Hey, sir, he doesn't have fucking votes, sir. Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, hey, there's some passion in the building, which is a good thing.
Reaction to some of the boos that you got out there and some of the heckling.
Yeah, and some of the thank you, and this guy wanted to go help me brawl the guy. Look, that's what they're going to do. These folks come here, they're going to have to face the reality. Some of these guys voted for what's happening at the VA and they don't like it. Some of them come up here and are saying they're supporting folks who are voting against this. The House budget is grossly underfunded in veterans and it has to change.
The delusion in this guy's mind is just amazing. They're not booing the people in charge that they voted for. They're booing you for being a coward and for stolen valor, while others called him a Chinese sympathizer and literally told him to shut the F up. Now, I know Medicare can feel overwhelming, especially when you hit 65 and you have to figure it all out on your own. Now, I have never, ever trusted the government to make this stuff easy. And when big pharma and insurance companies are running the show, who's really looking out for you, right? Now, thankfully, there is a company called Chapter. They exist because their founders watched their own parents getting taken advantage of, and they vowed to fix it. Now, Chapter helps people all across the country avoid costly mistakes. Julie from Kansas, she was overpaying just to see her doctor, but now she's saving $400 a year. Jamie from Texas, Chapter helped her reclaim $600 in Social Security. Now guys, these expert advisors, they treat you like family. They go through every plan in your area to help you save money. You can keep your doctors, claim every benefit you qualify for, and it's completely free. No strings attached, just real help for real people. I love it. So whether it's for you, your mom, your dad, anyone you love, Chapter is ready to help. You should see the phone number for Chapter on your screen right now. Give them a call, or I'll leave a link to Chapter in the description down below. It's askchapter.com/Ron. Now let's get to Hope Walz, his daughter. She's not very happy about an MS-13 gang member being sent to El Salvador. Now, according to her, the fact that this guy is involved with a gang isn't the problem. Now, I kid you not. This is what she's trying to tell us.
People on the right are never beating the DUMB allegations because the whole argument, he's here illegally, he's an illegal alien, he's the member of a gang. I know some of y'all are purposely missing the point just because you're terrible, but that's not the point. That is not the point. The thing that makes America America is that everybody has due process. Your king felon in chief had due process. He had his day in court. That's what that was. And everybody deserves that. That's the point. You can't just pick people up off the streets and send them away. And that's what they're doing. I understand some people lack empathy, which is terrible. But what's bizarre to me is the fact that they're doing this to some people right now means that they could do it to all people. So, okay, don't care about another human being. Your time of judgment will come regarding that. But care about your self, because this could happen to anybody. Anybody. And it's horrible.
Believe it or not, this isn't the worst thing that she said about this topic. In fact, she actually went on a rant and compared Kilmar Abrego Garcia to Jesus. Is anyone else offended by this? If you are, let me know. Now, for the party that rages on about somebody's rights, you'd think that they understand the concept of respect. Now, keep in mind, Easter just passed. The level of disrespect is off the charts. It's one thing to involve religion into these deportations, but to use it in this context, it's just extremely distasteful. And hey guys, I keep getting messages from you guys, comments saying, hey Ron, I keep missing your videos. I keep missing the breaking news. Can you please make sure I get notified? So I've taken care of you guys. All you got to do is hit the link in the description down below this video or in the pinned comment and join the breaking news newsletter. That's it, totally free. Which brings me to Tim Walz's state employee. His name is Dylan Brian Adams, and he's been recently arrested. The guy is obviously a part of the tolerant left, as he was caught on camera recently vandalizing multiple Teslas in Minnesota. The hate for Tesla is innate within Walz's circle, given that he celebrated its stocks going down just some time ago. But anyway, moving on. New York Attorney General Letitia James has finally responded to the allegations against her. It's reported that Letitia James may have committed mortgage fraud, which is a rather ironic charge given that she went and hunted President Trump for it. So here she is talking about it.
What is going on here? Did anybody contact you before this letter went out accusing you of this, that, and the other and making a criminal referral about real estate transactions?
No, not at all. And let me just say to all New Yorkers and to all Americans, the allegations are baseless. The allegations are nothing more than a revenge tour. And as you mentioned, my office was successful in securing a $454 million judgment against Donald Trump and others for exaggerating the value of his assets. He engaged in a pattern and practice of fraud. And the interest is accruing each and every day while the case is on appeal in the First Department. It's important that individuals know that this is nothing more than the continuation of the tour. He went after law firms, universities, immigrants, women. Thousands of federal employees right now are unemployed. Our government is in chaos and in disarray. Medicaid, Social Security, CFPB, and the list goes on and on and on. And as you know, as you mentioned, each and every day, my office is leading the fight against these executive orders, which have no legal import at all, have no legal significance. And we are standing up for the rights and privileges of New Yorkers and Americans. I will not be silenced. I will not be bullied. I will not bend. I will not break. And I will not bow to anyone. No one is above the law, including the President of these United States.
Okay.
The Office of the Attorney General will continue to stand up.
The rest of the interview pretty much went as expected. This was a completely biased interview with the so-called journalist disregarding the claims against Letitia James, calling them a partisan attack, which doesn't really line up with what a journalist should do. Now, what's more, he asked about the alleged fraud that James committed, which she, of course, brushed off the question. He didn't even try to ask any more details or follow-up questions. It's no wonder AG Letitia James agreed to do this interview. Now, speaking of which, Melinda Gates took up an interview a few years ago. This was connected to her officially divorcing Bill Gates. Now, what's not surprising is that she says that his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein influenced her decision.
You know, it was also widely reported that Bill had a friendship or business or some kind of contact with Jeffrey Epstein.
It's not one thing, it was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
Mm-hmm. And you made that clear to him?
I made that clear to him.
Melinda admits she met Epstein and doesn't mince words about her first impression.
I wanted to see who this man was, and I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It was awful.
And just recently, Melinda peeled back the curtains a lot more as she wrote about Bill's disturbing ties to Jeffrey Epstein. She claims that a New York Times article that revealed Bill's conduct raised a lot of questions for her, saying that Bill not only betrayed their marriage, but her values. It also says here that Bill Gates sent out an email to colleagues regarding Jeffrey Epstein, claiming that Epstein's lifestyle was different and, in his words, intriguing, even though Bill Gates said that the lifestyle wouldn't work for him. Now, earlier this year, Bill said that it was foolish to spend time with Epstein, calling it a huge mistake. I wonder what he did with Epstein to make him say that, which is very different from what he said in 2011 when he called Epstein's life as intriguing. Now, the bad news is that we still don't have the Epstein list yet. We were supposed to get it a long time ago, to be honest with you guys. Are you still waiting on that Epstein files list? Anyway, I'm still holding out that the DOJ, Pam Bondi, and the FBI will actually pull through and make this Epstein list public. But until that time, we're going to have to wait and see what happens next. Now, let me redirect you to a recent live stream that I did. I talked about a very important executive order from the president, one that prevents entitlements like Social Security from being stolen from Americans. Make sure you guys check that out. As always, thank you for your time. Thanks for hitting the like button and subscribing. We will see you next time.